Hey everyone, Nebraskan Gunner here. I'm bringing you a tutorial on PrimeXBT leverage trading exchange. I'm really excited to be partnered with PrimeXBT because we want to bring you guys more educational content. So over the next few months, I will be bringing you content on how to plan entries and exits, how to manage your risk while leverage trading, and how leverage trading works. Because a lot of people don't understand it. They dive right into it and they end up taking a lot of losses. So I want to help you learn how to leverage trade responsibly, more appropriately, because it's a very powerful tool if you know how to use it appropriately. So let's get right into it. Here is the trading page. All right, you've got your chart, obviously, volume at the bottom. Here's our candles, whatever time frame you want. And then all I've got pulled up is my positions here and my trading pairs. All right. Now there's a lot of other trading pairs. You've got forex. I think the Dow is on here. Take your pick. All right. Crude, oil, a lot of assets on here for whatever you desire. I prefer Bitcoin and a little bit of Ethereum, but mostly Bitcoin. I feel comfortable with Bitcoin. So why learn how to trade 10 different things in leverage when I can just trade Bitcoin? There's good enough volatility that most days I can find trades. So I stick with Bitcoin. I have traded Ethereum a little bit on here as well. Great liquidity. I've never had any issues. Occasionally when there's low volume, you'll find some slippage, but that's usually the time not to be trading anyway. 95% of the time I've had great luck, very, very minimal slippage, if any at all. So yeah, I really recommend it. This is one of the main exchanges I've been trading on lately and having really good success. So I did load this account with a little bit of Bitcoin just to show you guys how this works when I enter and exit positions. But basically, this is all I need. All right. Some people need an order book and all this and that. If I want to do an order book, I'll actually just go to agger.trade. All right. AGGR.trade in the URL. Very good website to use for order book. This is all I need, you guys. Keep it simple. Don't add too much stuff to your trading. The only thing is I will usually use TradingView charts because I like my custom indicators on there. But otherwise, price action, volume is really mostly what you need for scalping, okay, if you're trying to trade low time frames. You can add more widgets here. All right, you've got positions, orders, trade, messages, dashboard, watch list, charts. There's a lot of other features here. You can do regular trading, one-click trading, double-click trading, which means basically when I go to enter or exit a position, it's going to ask me for confirmation here, which is double-click. I always like that in case I accidentally click on something and I didn't mean to, I need to confirm it. So you can see here's my entry page. I really like how this saves my base position. So if my base position is 1 Bitcoin, then I exit the exchange, come back in the next day, and it's still at 1 Bitcoin. I can easily enter and exit my trades with basically one click here. I don't have to switch short or long. I can just do one click here, sell, buy. If I hit buy here and I want to sell, I can still flip it over. But it's super simple, makes it really easy, makes it really nice for me to be able to get extra entries into my trade. So you'll see here, if I just want to enter we'll just do a small long here since price is going up, right? We just trade in the same direction as price, right, you guys? That's not usually how I trade, but we're going to just go in the same direction here. And you can see here that I bought Bitcoin. Okay. Green bot signal, 0.01 size. Fill price was 34,860.5. So that's what price I got in at. Current price is 34,851. So you can see I'm down a little bit on that. And here's my P&L. So my profit loss is minus 0.0001667 Bitcoin or 59 cents. All right. I bought the top. This is why I don't buy big green candles usually. But anyway, so now I can change my take profit. Let's say I want to take profit at 39,000. Then it's going to tell me my P&L is going to be 0.0012 Bitcoin. And if I want to put a stop loss at 34,810, which is really close to price, you can see here that my stop loss is my total loss is going to be all these zeros, 57 Bitcoin. And it's showing me current price, and now price has dropped below my stop loss, so I can't put a stop loss above price, obviously. So let's put it at 34.8. Actually, I don't want to put a stop loss yet because I want to show you guys what's happening up here. All right. Now, if you don't trade cross margin, PrimeXBT is cross margin. It's all 100x leverage, which is totally fine if you know how to manage your position size and your risk. Okay. Now, I'll get into that in a later video, but basically what you're seeing here is my total balance is 1740. All right. Or 0.05 Bitcoin basically. And my used margin is only $3. All right. So all I'm risking right now, if I put a stop loss, is basically my $3 if I put it tight enough. All right. Now, if I were just to leave this open and this were to keep dropping, now it's going to pull equity All right, it's going to pull margin from my equity to keep this position from getting liquidated. All right. And the closer that this number up here is to 0, the more likely I am to get liquidated. So if this number was a 1%, that means I'm very close to getting liquidated. So if I would have gone a large position, all right, I have 0.049 in my account. If I would have used that whole account, I would be very, very close to liquidation. And if price dropped a couple dollars and then continued up, I could actually get liquidated on my account and then price could go up. So the point of cross margin should be to keep a lot more in your account than you're going to trade with and have discipline and strategy to use a small base position size. And again, I'll get more into that in the future, but you want to keep your available margin high and then manage it with a stop loss. All right, manage your risk with a stop loss. That way you don't get stuck in these big underwater positions. All right. But you can see here, price obviously rejected. So now if I really wanted to, I could actually take a counter short. All right. And let's say I wanted to stay in this long for whatever reason. And now I'm in a short and a long. And now, of course, they're both negative right now. If price drops, this one will continue to be negative. All right. But I can keep them both open at the same time, which is really nice. Let's say I was in a profitable long from down here, but I thought price was going to drop to here. I could actually do a scalp short if I wanted to. All right. But then I can put net aggregation here. They're actually in a different direction, but it still works. And now you can see these are one position. So now this one position, it tells me my total P&L. And if I want to close them both, I can close here, close them both at the same time, or I can open them up and close them individually. And I can say, okay, my long's underwater. I think we're going to drop. I'm going to close this position. I can close partial. Now this is too small for me to close partial, but if it was a 1 Bitcoin size trade, I could close at 0.5 and close half of it, which I also really like the ability to be able to close half my position. All right. So I'm going to close this current price, the bid and the ask. So the spread is really tight. You can see a $2 spread. All right. My P&L is going to be minus whatever. So I'm going to close this one. All right. And now if I want to, I could let this one ride. But yeah, so make sure when you're exiting these positions, though, you don't click on this X up here because this is actually going to close your positions. And now you're going to have to go back and add it with a widget, which isn't that much of a pain if you're trying to immediately close and it's highly volatile and you accidentally do that, which I've done, you can take a loss. And now I'm just going to close this one. And you can see here my unrealized P&L, my total unrealized P&L is up here in dollar value. It's still telling me I'm going to use margin. If I enter another position, so let me just enter another one here at 0.01. See how it saves my my amount? I love that. You can also do limits. All right. OCL order, one order cancels the other. There's so many options on here. It's awesome. Okay. Stop limit. There's so much options you guys have here. I like to just mark it in and out. That's my preference. Definitely you can limit. Their limits work well. I have friends that use the limits with no issues. But let's say I want to, I don't know, we're just going to sell here because that's my other position. So now I have 2 here. I can aggregate them together. It tells me that my position filled. And now you can see here my used margin actually went up. My available margin dropped in percentage now because I used more equity. So the more equity I use, all right, if I add more, my margin of, again, okay, order filled, it'll tell you if your order filled or rejected, which is nice. And now you can see my percentage dropped again. So if you're 50% equity and you're adding on your position, you're going to get really close to liquidation. Now you can see here my total unrealized P&L is 65 cents. All right. It has my Bitcoin value and my dollar value. You can see my total equity here and my used margin here. All right. And then, of course, my available margin. Now my total P&L, these are net aggregated. And you can keep them net aggregated and still exit out of these individually. Okay. So I could exit out of this one if I want to and keep the other 2 open. All right. Otherwise, if I want to close them all at once, bam, closed. All right. So that's really all there is to this exchange as far as leverage trading. If I go to Turbo, this is a really fun mode. And they give you a demo balance. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to say it's going to go up or down in the next minute. All right. Let's just say, whoops, there we go. So yeah, I think price is going to go up in the next minute. I just hit price. So I pick my size. Okay. I hit up and now here's my line. So I've got a minute for price to be above this line. Now there's a bunch of different assets on here you can do. You can see here, I scrolled through them very quickly. All right. And you can see here, my profit on here would be plus 0.72% if I'm correct. So I've got another about 30 seconds here to decide if price is going to be above or below. So this is a little bit like a casino. I personally only use small positions if I even do this, but you can see here my expected profit. and I'm up in profit now. And as long as this doesn't drop back down in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be making money. And I've actually seen it do that before on me. But there you go. And you can actually add as many times as you want. If I would have felt good about it, or if it kept dropping, I could have added a lot more. You can bet on the price being down. That's basically how this works, though, you guys. There's a trading history. There's a leaderboard. Some insane person with a ladybug logo has made 4.5 Bitcoin doing this. Covesting, which I actually haven't even used yet or looked into much because I've literally just been practicing how to trade. Welcome to Covesting. Okay. Covesting is a unique platform where experienced traders meet new investors in a transparent, safe, and mutually beneficial environment. This quick tutorial will introduce you to the main features and functionality of this tool. All right. With Covesting, every trader can start their own strategy and earn second income by receiving success from their followers. The more successful traders are, the more follows they will acquire and the more fees they'll make from profitable trading. Yay. All right. Invest with leading traders. Choose among the best performing traders and automatically copy their trading activity. With Covesting, you can achieve the same returns as the leading traders on the platform. Obviously, it's going to keep giving you this risk. If you follow a good trader that's very profitable, and obviously you're going to be profitable, and they're just taking a profit share from you. Whether you are a strategy manager or a follower, you're always in full control. You can diversify your portfolio with different assets. All right. And then I can create a strategy, go to rating. And I won't go through all this. You can let people copy you. Okay, it's going to give you all these risks. And then basically you're going to pick, you can make multiple strategies, share with my followers on different accounts if you want to do that, or you can follow other strategies and see what other people are doing here. Okay, and you can just start following these people. You can see their total profits, their performance, all right, their recent performance, and their followers' equity. So you can see how much people are actually putting their trust into these guys as well, and then their ratings. So if that's something you want to do, I know some people have had success with it, something I haven't tried out yet, but I will be looking more into it in the coming months. And then if you want a full screen chart, you've got your chart here, and then you can hit trade and you'll flip you back to the trading screen. But that's really the basics of it, you guys. It's very simple to use. They do have a really nice, if you go to your account, they have a really nice feature that you can generate an account statement. So from however far back you want, you can generate your account statement. It'll tell you your profitability, your wins, your losses, your biggest losses, your biggest wins, things like that. So that's really helpful as a trader to be able to review your progress and see things you did well or things you did poorly. If you had a really bad day, it's good to review that and see where you could have done better and vice versa. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and share. If you're interested in trying out the exchange, please use my trading link below in the description. You can also get a deposit bonus of up to 0.5 BTC. So it'll be 50% of your deposit bonus, and that'll go into a reward that would show here, and it'll help you increase your equity so that you obviously have more available margin in your account and you are farther away from liquidation with your positions. Stay tuned for more educational content in the future from Nebraskan Gooner and PrimeXBT.